everyone. My name is Chris Fearing. Isaiah Fearing was my fourth great-grandfather. When he married Mary Grice and they moved into this home, they started the lineage of 5 generations of Fearings that would live within these walls. I was the last child born while a Fearing still occupied this household. Now, my father, Edward Fearing, would swear that this house is haunted. While we lived here, we experienced many odd and strange goings-on that would lead him to that belief. For instance, we had a large piano we kept in the front hall, and whenever we did anything to alter the house, the piano would play by itself. We sold the piano, and that took care of that. Another time, we had a large pier mirror we kept at the very end of that same hall, and one day while walking past it, my father swears he saw a woman in a red dress reflected in that mirror. He got closer to get a better look, and she vanished. After this happened a second time, he sold the mirror. Another instance, he was in this very room by himself, and the door in here, separating the dining room from the main hall, opened. Well, he got up and closed it, and it opened again. He closed it and locked it, and still it opened. So finally, he had just gotten tired of dealing with it and dragged a large wooden buffet in front of the door to barricade it and went back to what he was doing. A short while later, he heard the sound of that same buffet being dragged across the hardwood floor. Needless to say, he got up and ran out of the house with his eyes closed. When he got up the nerve to come back in, the buffet was on the opposite side of the room and the door was hanging wide open. Now, those ghosts aren't here tonight. At least I hope not. But there is one spirit here who experienced the Civil War in Elizabeth City, and that is my ancestor, Emma Fearing.
Oh, I have visitors. Oh, no. I can't entertain company this evening. You simply cannot stay. Don't you see what's going on out in the streets? The panic, the smoke. The Yankees have taken Elizabeth City. It's not safe here. Oh, I must calm myself. Please forgive me. This crazy war has taken my manners. My name is Emma Fearing, and I married to John Bartlett Fearing, captain of the 17th Infantry. He led his men in the Battle of Hatteras Inlet back in August, but he was captured and taken prisoner in the Union prison camp. I just wish he were here now. He could advise me what to do. I'd offer you some refreshments, but as you can see, everything is chaos, and I'm packing to leave. You should leave too. But first, let me tell you what's happened. Yesterday, Roanoke Island fell to the Yankees. Well, we can hear the fighting here in town. The cannons were booming. We'd only imagine what the battle itself was like, with all the smoke and the noise and the blood. Then our Navy, the Mosquito Fleet, sailed up the Pasquotank to let us know that Roanoke Island had been defeated and that the Yankees were headed this way. Oh, what fear I felt when I heard that. And then this morning, 13 Yankee gunboats came up the Pasquotank, and there was a terrible battle on the river, but it didn't last long. Our Mosquito Fleet was no match for their Navy. And the militia manning the fort over at Cobb Point, they were no help at all. They abandoned their post and ran. Elizabeth City fell easily to the enemy. Now the town is occupied. I'm in a panic and I don't know what to do. It's a terror. I don't know what to do. Oh, they say Reverend Forbes, he went over this morning to meet with the Union officers and to broker troops. They say that the Yankees have promised to spare Elizabeth City. But if that was so, why is there so much burning? Well, you can see the smoke in the air. Dr. William Poole's house is burning over on Main Street, and so is the courthouse. They say that the Union leaders are going around telling everyone to torch the town and run. They're saying to burn your homes and flee. The Yankees have got the town one who was left behind. Forget the packing. I'm going to get out of that while I can. Uncle Rob! Uncle Rob! It's not that way, dude! Hurry up! I'll go to the southern part of the county, to Newbegin. We should be safe there. The Yankees shouldn't bother us there. And you need to leave, too, as soon as you can. The enemy has taken the town. You better get out before it's too late.